Operation Ironside is a covert operation that the AFP has been running together with the FBI since 2018. We introduced a dedicated encrypted communications device into the global criminal marketplace.
These devices have been modified so you can't make normal telephone calls, send text messages, access the internet. It even had applications, bogus applications installed on it to look like a normal telephone. What they do have is an application. In this case, it was hidden behind another application, a calculator.
The thing I guess is surprising about this is how implicitly the criminals have trusted this platform. If they're talking about cocaine, they say cocaine. If they're talking about weight measurements, they talk about weight measurements. They're talking about money, they talk directly about the exact amount. So these are not coded conversations, they're black and white.
I think that this will shock organised crime to its core, that the AFP and its partners have been able to capture all their communications, their plotting and scheming to traffic drugs, murder people, launder the proceeds of crime, purchase assets. All those things are now in the hands of the police. You can't go to a shop and buy this thing. You have to know a criminal with access to it, and then essentially you go and buy it on the black market.
Everyone's going to be trying to think of how they can actually create something like this and implement something like this into the market.
For the first time, we're actually getting a real behind the curtains look of how these criminal syndicates operate and how they actually exploit our vulnerabilities.
We have seen crates of money coming from Perth to Sydney. We're talking millions of dollars being transported physically across the country as payment for shipments of drugs.
For every 20 kilos of meth that you guys are stopping off the streets, you're saving a life. For every threat that you extinguish on the platform, you save a life.
So if we look at the resolution of Operation Ironside, in some respects it's not the end, it's just part of the journey that we're on at the minute. We're in a long-term war here in terms of sophisticated and globalised organised crime.
Among the first messages when I became the AFP Commissioner was to let the Australian people know that the AFP would work hard every day to keep our communities safe. I told organised crime that we would outsmart them, we'd be a step ahead and we would be relentless, and that the full force of the AFP was coming for them. Operation Ironside is just the beginning.